Hey everybody, I'm Bob from Black Arrow Gaming, and welcome back to my 5th Age of Wonders 3 Advanced Strategy series. And I'm picking up after about a week off from Age of Wonders 3 at least, maybe a little less than that because I did do that marathon. But had several comments. They kind of pile up through the marathon, so I'm going to go through a few of those here. I want to start with one. There's a discussion about that really close battle I had with Ganon's army down here, and the troll becoming dominated at some point during that fight. Arch Redbeard had said that, or I think it was Sarah Feingold and Balerian or Vision were both wondering whether Bestow Iron Heart could have been used by me on the dominated troll. Arch Redbeard said yes, which I thought was interesting because at the point the troll is dominated, it becomes an enemy unit, essentially. But apparently, you can still use Bestow Iron Heart on it to give it that spirit immunity and break the control. But Arch Redbeard also said that although this does work, the effect isn't immediate. I think it might give me control back on the enemy's turn when the troll would make its next move, or something like that. It was kind of weird. Uh, Long story short, break control is the better option there. But I think in the future, I agree with Arch Redbeard. He said that giving that to the troll at the start of a fight probably is a good idea, especially since the troll takes so many hits. Having the extra defense will just make him that much more unkillable. Plus, he won't be able to be converted because he'll have spirit immunity. So I think that's probably a good idea. I'm going to try to remember to do that with him. I've been giving him Touch by Faith. I'll probably give him both buffs at the beginning of every battle if I think about it. Jeff had suggested the island northeast of Frostmere might be a good point once I'm able to take Frostmere for like a tower or fort or something. I think it's a good idea, but the way the bridges are structured here, I'm not really entirely sure how that would work. I think a fort or a tower here might be good, but there's two bridges. The problem is there's two bridges, there's two ways through. So it'd be kind of hard to block both of them effectively with forts. I think I might be better off just having a lot of units in that area. But I do think maybe this tile here at least could be a good spot for a tower because it would be fairly easy to defend and would cover a good vantage point over several crossings. As you can see, there's a third bridge right here. So there's a lot of crossings in this area, river crossings. So it is strategically important and worth thinking about. Adam James said the city producing Storm Sisters will grow soon. I think it actually has grown since he made that comment once. And he said getting an observatory here will increase the border size. Let me get that flow rock quarry and build Storm Sisters a bit faster. I agree 100% with that. The Storm Sister is already halfway done, so what I'm going to do is cancel those, queue up the observatory. Actually, I might be able to do this even a bit faster. The Siege Workshop adds 10. The Observatory takes 150 production. So if I add 10, I'll have 79 instead of 69. I think what I'll do is I'll do the Storm Sister, then the Siege Workshop, then the Observatory, and then more Storm Sisters after that. Because the Siege Workshop will take 3 turns, but once I get it, the Observatory will only take 2. Storm Sisters, let me think though, I do some math. They're 90. So and the Flow Rock Quarry's 20. I might still need, the city production is going to go up a little bit when it grows, but if you do the math on it in the meantime, just getting the Flow Rock Quarry, or I might be able to bump that up a little bit with Happiness too. It'd take a lot of trees though. I'm just trying to think of a way I can get that. If that was 70, getting the Flow Rock Quarry... Well, actually, now that I think of it, when the city size increases... No, wait, that would just increase the borders, not necessarily the size. It's still going to be a high elf town. So I think I do need all this stuff. Probably. That'll be the safest way to make sure I get over 90 production in that city. The idea is to get 90 production and make Storm Sisters in 1 turn, is what I'm kind of gunning for there, just so I can mass produce them as quickly as possible. Hubert Chow said there might be an independent army east of Carbanic. I did look, good eye, but this is actually just people on, or these spirits on that shrine. It is a good idea to keep an eye out for roaming independents now that there is this whole Rise of the Rogue, Fire Rogue, or whatever it is going on. So they could be a problem. I have this area down here pretty well covered, but it did occur to me that Hasmir is very poorly or just not defended at all. So I'm just kind of hoping nothing comes at me from that direction. There's a lot of water up there, but we'll see. Let's see what happens. I don't want to spare resources for my capital because my capital is more important. So we'll just cross our fingers and hope this turns out okay up here. Hopefully we can take out that fire rogue fairly quickly, or somebody else will. The thing to remember is this is going to be a problem for the computers too. Hubert Chow also said the city southeast of Durfa Hall could be the Halfling capital. I think there was one in here, in this area, but I can't see the outline of the borders without a unit nearby. But it is a good idea, I think, to scout it. Like, summon a cherub and send it over that way to scout it out. Because if that is the Halfling capital, their leader's going to spawn close to there. If I bull rush with all this stuff with Ganon and all these armies here, because I got these other units coming in now too, and a couple extra giants, I could probably push through and maybe knock the Halfling out of the game. So I think I'm going to actually do that now and get that cherub on the field. I don't think that I'm going to need... Well, actually, what I might want to do is move Ganon first and then summon it on Ganon instead of summoning it on the city down here. And then I could maybe fly it around. I'll try to keep that in mind to do before the end of the turn. Last thing Hubert Chow suggested is to make sure Seed of Distrust was disjuncted, so I'm not wasting mana on that. It was disjuncted on Prozinius when I took the city. It is no longer there. But it is worth double checking stuff like that to make sure there's not some sort of a bug or something where you keep an active, unhelpful spell cast on a city. But that one's specific to independent dwellings, so I sort of assumed it wouldn't be active anyway. But worth double checking. And then final comment I want to talk about is a comment from Impregnable about heart structures. He said next to the Tigran city and next to the to Prozinius, the Prozinius has the Heart of the Blight here, and that could be incredibly helpful because of something Arch Redbeard mentioned. I don't see any heart structures by the Tigran city though, unless I'm just missing it. I don't see. There's an enchanted tree. This is like a fire altar, but it's not a Heart of the Volcano. Unless he was maybe talking about the city I'm migrating to Tigrans, but doesn't seem to be anything there either. But definitely the Heart of the Blight is worth talking about. And Arch Redbeard had a good suggestion for this. I could cast Blight Empire after getting this in my borders, which I'm going to have to build a fort because this is the dwelling. Unfortunately, it won't grow, and it's just outside the border, so I need a builder. But basically, if I get that in my borders, I could safely cast Blight Empire and just get a little bit of blighted terrain, even if it's just around my cities. Anybody attacking my cities would suffer a pretty significant morale penalty for doing so because they'd be stepping on blight terrain. So, and even if it gets disjuncted, I think the terrain remains. So that is definitely worth, excuse me, definitely worth keeping in mind. And I think to do that, I really need to get that builder up and going as quickly as possible. I think I'll probably make it in my capital, or maybe I could just make it here. I was upgrading this city. It's like an apology for that Tigrans. And I think oh no, I wasn't even looking. And I wasted the production towards public baths. I only had one turn left to go. Well, I screwed up. We'll get the builder and then go back to public baths. Dang it. I wish it would warn you if you're going to throw away production like that. I think maybe I'm used to Planetfall. Maybe it does in Planetfall. Or maybe you retain the production in Planetfall, actually. But, oh, that sucks. I just threw away 2 turns. Oh, well. We'll try to make the most of it and get that builder out as fast as possible. But I do like that idea with Blight Empire. So I think I'm going to go for that. Also worth remembering, this bandit camp is down here. So if I leave that unattended, that could be a problem. I think just a small group of soldiers from this army could probably wander down there and handle that pretty easily. I need to kind of decide how I'm going to split everybody up here. I want the halfling Reanimator with Farron's group. That's kind of like the star group here. I want them to be as happy as possible. The Titan, like, I need a Team B here, kind of. Probably the more powerful units. Let's see. Get another Dragon. Archon Caster for healing. The Titan for sure. That army has 2 healers, so we'll put... we got 1 healer in this group for now. We kind of need 2. Let's get this guy in there to help keep everybody patched up. I'm going to send the Deathbringer down here to help clear that bandit camp. Maybe I could pick up an assassin or something. Who else should go with this group? That guy's not actually dead yet, so I need 2 more to make 2 full stacks. Joining with Karzan, that'll make 3 stacks, so they'll be pretty darn powerful. I think I'll go with these guys. I think I need at least a powerful enough force to deal with that, mostly by themselves, though. So maybe I could... I wish I knew it was in there. Maybe I could figure that out. Let's send the Spider, because it's going to resist any poison damage that the assassins do. We'll send the Ice Queen, mostly because she wouldn't be very useful against Dreadnoughts that do fire damage. And we'll send probably the Deathbringer. Hopefully the 3 of them, plus maybe some spells, will be powerful enough to handle that by themselves. These guys can hang out here. And that'll keep bandits from coming and taking this city behind my back, which is definitely not something that I want. Alright, so we can send these guys on up. That doesn't give any unit buffs, I don't think. Nope. Now, what does this do again? Bestows visiting units with regrowth and fully restores health. And I think it does work on undead. So I could actually get all their health. That army's... Yeah, this army's kind of beat up. So I think I could do that and get all their health back. Yep. Okay, cool. Now we'll leave them here, and I gotta get Karzan's army down there. Now Karzan's movement has to be done very carefully. Do not want him getting picked off at a bad time. We have a lot... Oh man, there's a lot of stuff showing up here. Okay. I don't want Karzan's army going after that by itself. I'm going to pull them down. They can't get down here. Anything in that city could, which as of right now is just a couple gluttons. Could they make it to that forest tile? No. I think I might just move Karzan's army to that forest tile there for the moment, and then join everybody up on the next turn. That seems like the safest play. Pretty much everybody's like right here ready to go, so... Alright. Back down here to Ganon's group. We've got a pretty decent sized army ready to head out and smash some stuff. I think Ganon's group can probably grab those haste berries, run ahead and kill that scout, and then double back. Unfortunately, these guys are a little slowed down at the moment. They just have new units that are just arriving. But having this road completed, I'll be able to send reinforcements much more quickly. So I'll wait for them. I want to do this correctly. Even though I'm tempted to rush out ahead and try to go after where I think the halfling capital might be, I'm going to play it a little bit safer. But we will get this. Oh, hey, look at this. Aside from the glutton, this doesn't really scare me. I think this is a battle I probably should fight. I could get a little bit of help in here. I don't think I need it. Just have to make sure the glutton doesn't eat somebody. Even if it does, I should be able to get him to spit him back out. And the rest of that's pretty much, I mean, like crossbowman and a prospector. Yeah, I should be fine here. Let's send the flyer out ahead. So we'll take another little army out. Now, do any of these people have a conversion ability? No. Dave the Brave is a halfling warlord. I remember that guy. Gonna have the troll take point here. I want to do something about that flame tank, but I think the best thing I can really do in this situation is spread out, so it can't do a ton of damage. I'm gonna go ahead and give the troll Touched by Faith to start things off and spread these guys out. I think that flame tank is still gonna get a pretty good hit on several units, but we'll see. I'm not entirely sure how far the flame will reach. I'll spread everybody else out, and we'll see what they do. Oh, I should have thrown a rock with the giant. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, I forgot about his AoE. Alright, let's have him heal himself, I guess. Or maybe I'm gonna need him for something else, actually. What's the spirit resistance? Oh, they have mind control immunity. That's a shame. I sure wouldn't mind ghoul cursing one of those if I have a chance later in the game. But sadly cannot convert. He's got a swallow hole. That's the one thing that the troll has to watch out for. I could charge him with the knight. He has so much health. I got chance to despair and curse, but it's very low. What kind of buffs does he have on him? Oh, he's got the Festival of Light stuff. That's not good. Everybody here has Evil Slayer. Alright. Maybe what I could do is... The knight is going to get sacrificed, I think. Poor guy. He always does. We're going to Devastating Charge that thing right in the back and just dish out as much damage as possible while taking as few hits as possible. Don't eat me, please. Okay, he's down to 27 health now. If I can kill him, he is by far the thing in here that scares me the most, so that'd be fine with me. The troll has a chance to kill him, and if he does, he'd trigger killing momentum, which would be great, but I don't know if I could maybe do a little bit of range damage or fly in with these guys, but I kind of wanted these guys to go after that flame tank. They don't have killing momentum, do they? No, not this one. Because this is one that evolved from a martyr. I'm going to try to keep this guy alive. Because Ganon can't bring him back from the dead like Farron can. If I come in from behind, I could get the glutton. I'm going to do this. I can get him with Ganon and with the Exalted, I think. Oh, the Exalted just took him by himself. Nice. I think that was a high roll. Alright. And I'm going to be a little bit of a coward with Ganon here and hide behind this rock. Because he has less health than most other things here. The knight may be in a bit of danger, but just going to have to roll with it. Okay. Alright. Sadly, Orc Exalted bleeds out, but everybody else is just fine, so... Didn't really have a chance to cast Bestow Iron Heart on the troll, as I kind of need healing on the knight, but not that important in this battle, I suppose. Let's get rid of that flame tank before it torches anything else. I could send him through here and just soak up a ton of action points and maybe panic some stuff. I think I'm going to try that. Yep. Then I can kill this. Oh, I didn't do the math on that. Didn't get killing momentum. But this guy's panicked, so that's cool. Definitely need to get rid of this. He can heal. And that's it. Alright, who else can do a little healing here? I think I'll bestow Ironheart on the Knight. He's taking a pounding. The Giant can melee this guy into little pieces. You should chase that thing down. Oh, I love trolls. They're so good. I might be able to convert that guy. I'm gonna wait a couple turns, let the troll regrow for free, and my healing regenerate for my other units. He should come back. Hey, rude. All right, come on back in, and I want to. I want to heal the Knight again. Ganon actually needs a little bit of healing himself, so I'll do that. And I'm going to try to inflict despair on this guy. He resisted. He's going to be tough to convert. Take more damage, Knight. Sorry, buddy. I'm going to try to get him again. We'll see if I can. Well, that worked a little too well. It's okay. It's a halfling warlord. It's just all right. All that stuff looks kind of bad, except for maybe the mount. Might actually be able to use that for somebody. Ganon's got this nightmare: cave crawling, night vision, fire protection, unholy champion. I like the unholy champion, but this gives some nice resistances and overwhelm. Karzen's set with his Manicore Rider. I could give it to the halfling, or I could maybe give it to the sorcerer. Overwhelm doesn't really help the sorcerer much. I want Ganon to retain Unholy Champion, I think. I'm pretty sure Nightmare is the only. Yeah, that's the only unit that he's getting it from. I'm gonna give that mount to the probably to the Dreadnought lady, just because Overwhelm helps her a little more than it would help the sorcerer. I have to find my way back to Ganon. Yeah, that can go to her, and she can have that active on the next turn. There we go. Poor Bill the pony. Getting replaced by a flaming warg, basically. That I'm going to sell. This... Ganon has break control from a hero upgrade, but this came in, break control came in pretty handy not long ago, so I'm inclined to hang on to that. And Razor Projectiles is nice on any unit that does a lot of range attacks. The nice thing about this bow is that you can just leave it sitting in your inventory, and it can cause units to bleed regardless of what you're attacking with. You don't have to be attacking with that bow. As you can see, Ganon has... Where is it? Razor Projectiles. Just from having that short bow in his inventory, even though he's not using it. So, I think the Sorcerer probably has one already. Wait, did I give her one? No, she doesn't. She's already got the break control. I think I'm going to send that bow to her. That kind of benefits her a little bit. And then who gets that necklace? Possibly the Dreadnought. She's got the Locket of Lost Love, but she's already got the option. I guess I'll send it to... Or maybe Karzen. His items are already really good, but... No, he's got Blood Brothers. He's got Spirit Immunity, so it's kind of wasted on him a bit. I'm just going to send it to the Dreadnought. Mostly just because she's got free space. Or maybe I should just sell it. For the time being, I will send it her way. How much does it sell for? 40 gold. Don't really need the resources that badly right now. I think having break control as an option on another unit is probably not a bad idea. So I could carry on with these guys. I'm going to leave that giant in this town for the moment. I could carry on with these guys, knock out another dreadnought unit, which probably isn't a bad idea. I kind of don't want to get Ganon's army out too far ahead because that can be risky for them. But I think this is probably worth knocking out another juggernaut. For the record, I realize I use the terms juggernaut and dreadnought interchangeably. Juggernaut is the unit, dreadnought is the class, but yes, I get them goofed up all the time. It happens. Alright, well, let's get that knight patched up because he desperately needs it. And kind of want him getting right up in this thing's face right off the bat. Ganon can do a little extra healing on him. I didn't realize that was an ice scaper. I don't want him freezing the wrong unit. Oof, the Exalted took a nasty hit there. Alright, you need Bestow Ironheart. He needs a lot more than that. Excuse me, coming through. I'm gonna leave him away from that thing, or else he's just gonna die again. We'll probably use the area effect attack. No, it's just gonna ram. Wow, it's gonna ram the one unit that it really shouldn't have bothered trying to ram. Ganon can get a little more XP if I do this. And I think I can just barely get this guy as well. I'm gonna lean inwards a bit just to be on the safe side, away from more enemy units while the rest of the armies catch up. But this is helpful. I mean, the computer sending units at me in small little groups, just piecemeal like this, gives me a chance to take things out. Why do you always need health, dude? Oh, this is why. I'd keep him here. Might be able to convert. Who did I just... wasn't even paying attention, but I just killed the Fire Wyvern. Wondering if maybe I can convert that flyer. We'll see who it attacks, and maybe I'll do a counter attack. Oh, I should have healed with Ganon. Alright, he's gonna go after... Oh, what the heck? Oh, they went through the Shrine of the Frost Queen. Okay. Well, why don't you... You'll probably kill him from there. Let's back you up. Okay, Despaired, Cursed. Got probably pretty good odds to convert. Yeah, let's get another flyer. He might get picked off, but that's fine. He was free. He can join the rest of the swarm down there. May as well move you guys up just a bit. There we go. Okay, so item arrived. She's got a crossbow now. Yay. And a pretty crappy Guard-breaking weapon. You know what? I'm selling this. I'm never going to use that unless somebody else doesn't have any weapon at all. I think I'd rather have that on her just because the attacks have a chance to inflict chilling effect. Unless that doesn't work on range attacks, since it is a... I wonder if there's a way to look, actually. So this says attacks have a chance to inflict chilling. It doesn't say there. I'm wondering if that works on range attacks. I think we may have discussed this earlier in the series. I apologize. I process an awful lot of information as I'm making these videos and going through the comments. But if anyone knows or remembers, remind me in the comments whether that inflict chilling will work on my halfling's range attacks. Okay, so I've already talked about that city. It's pretty much set up the way it needs to be. The only thing remaining to do is summon this cherub and make a rush. You know, I think summoning it at this city is probably still better. And I'm going to make a rush to the east and see if I can spy out who owns this city. Oh, crap. It's fire rogue units going to kill my cherub. Oh, nuts. Alright. Oh, before I end the turn, I have more casting I could do. That is a huge city. I would not be surprised if that was the halfling's capital. And at this point, we are on the enemy's side of the map. I mean, I've got loose control over about half the map above ground and less than that under, but at least the enemy's not expanding very quickly underground either. Do I want... I probably need Beacon of Faith on some cities. I should probably do that. This one does not have it yet. I want it... I'm sure I want it here. Okay. Who else needs it? I'm trying to cast it on the cities that are a bit safer. Like this city is a bit safer behind my borders than casting it on this one where I could lose it. This one's probably a good candidate for it. It's fairly safe now with my armies in the area. Still need it there. Still need it here. Let's start casting it again. Oh, hey, it just occurred to me that I should probably have cast Embrace Darkness on these cities. Lifesteal is not hugely important for the Storm Sisters, so I'm not going to sweat it for that first one. But it is still worth having. Lifestealing become dedicated to evil. Okay. You know what, honestly? These two elf cities right now benefit more from Beacon of Faith than having lifestealing on some Storm Sisters. They just won't make use of it that often. Alright. That is it for this turn. I hate how this cherub's going to get picked off, because if he didn't... Oh, there's also an eagle down there. That might try to take that city. I don't have anything defending it, but I've got enough stuff coming up from behind that I'm not going to sweat it too much. More interested to see which other cities come under threat from the fire rogue stuff. That city could be one if they go west, but I think they'll kill my cherub. Let's take another look at the overworld map. Do have my one cherub sneaking by over here. And switch down to underground. What do we got here? I didn't notice them last turn. Unless they just moved there. Oh, crap. Lunaris got taken. Okay, that was probably that eagle I saw a minute ago. Ah, nuts. Lose the money I put into it. Gonna have to send somebody down there to deal with that. But I think it was just that one unit, so I shouldn't need much. We'll probably just send like a giant and maybe somebody else who's decently fast, like a shock trooper down there. Or even just a couple shock troopers would handle it just fine. Well, so far nobody's picked on the chair. Oh, well, I guess the independents haven't made their move yet. Hey, she's back! And coming directly from this direction. So I think that one person, I forget the name. I'm going to actually look this up because good call. Hubert Chow. Pretty sure you were exactly right. That's got to be their capital right there because I just killed her not long ago and she's coming almost straight from where it would be. So I think I can make a decent push here and try to knock her out of the game. That's probably priority number one right now. Especially getting rid of a sorcerer would be a very, very big win for me. One area where I'm notably weak, from what I can tell, is this whole area right here. I've got nothing here. If somebody wanted to make a big push, like, say they wanted to come through here, cross this bridge and go after Presinius, I could not stop them. Ganon's army, especially knowing where the halflings are, is going to be kind of moving down this way. So I'm leaving a lot of open territory here. I'm hoping some of the units that I'm producing now can help fill that gap, but it's going to take them a little while to get to the front line. When this builder is done building this road, I think what I'm going to do is send it back here and then go up and building another road like this to kind of head over to where Presinius is. That way I've got a shortcut for units to go all the way up to Presinius. And maybe I could loop it by those haste berries too to give them an extra boost along the way. I was actually thinking about having the builder go all the way up and get the blight structure too, but I think I can get it faster, and I probably should have more than one builder working at a given time. Ah, nuts. Okay, well, we're just going to auto that. Why couldn't they go after the... Well, I guess the halfling move before they did. Would have been nice if they picked off that Eagle Rider. But, whatever. Alright, I think I'm going to split two shock troopers off to kind of go do their own thing. Maybe actually the flyer might be able to handle it if I use enough spells. I can maybe smite it a few times. Is that Festival of Light still going on? Because a flyer could grab those haste berries. Well, no, I'll play it safe. I'll send the flyer and one shock trooper. Get the shock trooper as far as it can go. Had the flyer go with him. So there's at least 2 units versus 1. And on the next turn, now we do have her moving this way. She will not get here in time, though, to do anything about it. And Ganon's army is actually going to be coming through this area, but I think... Well, I don't know. With her coming through the forest, I would anticipate she's going to go straight this way. And I really want Ganon's army to go through here and take that city. It kind of depends. What I do next largely depends on where the halfling moves, I think. So depending where I see her next will probably determine where I go. I do want these guys to probably, at least for now... No, the fastest way to this city is north. I'm going to actually... What I'm going to do is leave everybody sort of together in the middle here for the moment. Ganon's army can almost reach those haste berries. It's a shame they can't, because if they could, I would probably go straight out after the halfling, but I guess I should play it safe. We'll leave everybody kind of grouped up here together, and hopefully in the next turn I'll have more intelligence to make an educated decision. But from here I could pretty easily retake Lunaris, go east toward the halfling, or go northeast and knock out this Dreadnought city, which I really think I need to do, because if I leave that unattended and go past it, they could send stuff at me and I wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Alright. You should probably carry on. Let's just run him as far east. Oh, I should have probably finished this road first, I imagine. Okay, there we go. No rogue units yet that I can tell. No domain invasions. Well, maybe. There's an awful lot of notifications here. Praise the leader. Hey, that's an extra 576 gold. That's pretty nice. And an extra priest, which is just in time. Sadly, they're priests. Doesn't really help against this guy. But there is an army there coming at me. And I think I'm going to build probably another priest. They don't help against Draconians much, but they are orcs that can fight back pretty well. Or I could just make a Crusader here and leave it on defense. Nothing will punch through that Crusader. I think I'm going to do that. That's the safer bet. And we'll just leave him sitting there. Probably not a bad idea to have an infantry unit hanging out behind my lines anyway. Okay, another Shrine of Smiting. I think I moved this one here so it could reach. Yeah, I moved that there so it could get down to that city if it needed to. Leaving these guys here until this rogue event is over. Okay, my next Swarm Darter is done. That's a decent-sized group. Again, leaving them there until the rogue event is over. Although, a few people told me in the comments that they didn't think stuff spawns underground. With that in mind, I think I am going to actually send them out. I'm going to trust you guys on that one. If only that was a little closer. If I actually built a road through there, I could probably get units out of this city and onto those haste berries in one turn. It's fine. Actually, what I can do with these guys is, like, leave them here. And then on the next turn... Well, I don't know this for sure, but I'll put them here. And then on the next turn, they should be able to get to those haste berries. That's going to be just as fast. But then I can leave them kind of near that city in case they're needed. We'll build more. Pillar of the Stylight's done. Dark Citadel is coming up next. Might hurry production on that. It may not be worth it. Happiness would drop to below 600. So I will let that go. But once that's done, I think this will have everything it needs. I've got the guardhouse already, right? Yep. Guardhouse, Enchanted Armory, Pillar of the Stylight, Solar Spire. I'll have the Dark Citadel for an extra promotion level. And then we'll make just absurd Orc Impalers and tons of them. Going with a swarm strategy for that city. If I actually wait... That's an Orc Metropolis already. Crap. I wonder if I can get any more Barons in there. I probably could. Yeah, I could. I could get just a little bit more Barons in here and offset the cost of hurrying production and get that in one turn instead of 3. So we'll do Barons there. Barons there. I can get rid of that. And just a few tiles down here on the edges. And that should give me just enough happiness to get away with this. I don't think there's anything else I can get. Okay. So a lot of Barons for the Orcs. And that will bump happiness up a little bit higher. Hurrying production, it'll drop for one turn, but it'll go back up next turn. Okay. I keep forgetting about this city down here, or what it's doing. I know I'm just upgrading it to a Grand Palace. Get the Master's Guild. I got money to spend on stuff right now. Okay. No rogue units in this area at the moment. Let's keep getting things to the front lines as fast as I can. Okay, Beacon of Faith is ready to cast, but I'm going to hold off on that. I know the dragons want to join offer. This city got done getting the pearl mine, which is nice. That's extra gold, I think. That leads to Sirens Rock, and I know you need treacherous cliffs. But I'm kind of looking at what other benefits this stuff provides. One of these might be production. Yeah, it's the kelp forest. So I should probably get that next. Festival of Magic, that's always helpful too. I've got lots of magic now. Another 2 festivals that gave me a bunch of gold. Man, having a happy empire is worth it. Okay, she's got her mount. Beacon of Faith ready to cast, but I am... oh yeah, that's right, I'm waiting till the end of this turn. Divine Channeling Research. Okay, what do I research next? Blight Empire if I don't have it already, because I know I'm going to want that. Not yet, not until I have that Heart of the Blight in my territory. But once I do, this area will be important though. I'll really have to protect that or else my city morale will tank if I lose that. It is actually kind of a risky play because if stuff does come in here and take that, and I have Blight terrain in my area, my city morale is just going to tank really fast. So I'll have to make sure I protect it. Fortunately, Karzan and his army is there, so it's about as good of a defense as you can possibly ask for, I guess. I'm going to let that finish, and then I probably... just in case something... Just in case I get a production bonus, which I think is unlikely because that city's only happy, but... I'm going to throw a siege workshop in. I was going to go straight for the hospital, but I'll wait. I probably, actually on this turn, I have so much mana, I probably need to terraform as much stuff as I can. City's growing, domain invasion here. Okay, this city grew into Metropolis, which means I need to end Beacon of Faith there. And what did I produce in the city on the last turn? I think I just produced merchandise here. I was thinking about making a builder, but decided to build it elsewhere. Well, I'll keep the gold coming in there. These 3 people. Actually, you know what? We're talking about my capital city here. Probably worth... Well, there's also no rogues on the horizon, though. But you know what? Just because we're talking about my capital city, I think it's probably worth making 1 extra Crusader just to sit in there. He's tough. I want him to have life stealing, though. This is already partially cast, I think. I've got casting points to spare, though. I'm going to cast that there. Probably cast Embrace Darkness on the capital just to have it there, in case I need to emergency produce units in this area. And I'm going to make an extra Crusader there just to hang out. Crusaders, I want them to have lifesteal for sure, because it pairs so nicely with their Tireless. Alright, Karzan and company are ready to rock and roll, it looks like. I think at this point, with this many units, I can just make a push for that city and hold it. I just need to make sure I can get everyone there, and I believe I can. Alright, let's do this. Move in a bit with Karzan. I need to remember to take that item off of him. So they didn't really defend this. I don't know where they sent all those other units. It might be up here, but they might do an about face when I take their city from them. I don't need everybody in on this one. I will send the 2 good stacks. I will replace this item with his helmet. And I'll attack with Farron's stack to make room for the other undead stack behind him. Okay, so they did have some extra units in there, but this still shouldn't be very hard. There's probably two of my three most powerful stacks in the game, both gathering together to party here. So I think I'll be all right. Let's start things off right with Karzan getting Absorb Pain. And Karzan also probably going to touch by... Oh, that does not work on undead units, though. Never mind. Here, giant guy. You can have this. Oh, and happy undead units. How nice. Memories of joy. You gotta love it. Halfling necromancers for the win. And you can throw a rock at something. Alright, I think that's good for this turn. Whoops, that's not what I want. Not surrender. So I had a planet fall moment there because the end turn button's in a different spot. Alright, I want to send Karzan up there, but I don't want him to get eaten. So I'm going to be a little careful about this. I think I'd actually would rather have the snake go up there because it could stun the glutton, which negates the threat of it eating me. Actually, can it eat a Wraith King? It might not be able to. And it won't do very much damage to it. It's melee... Yeah, they have no answer for that. Swallow Whole, where is that ability listed here? Has a chance to devour the target. Unit will be healed. It doesn't say it can't eat the Wraith King. But I kind of want to test that. Because the Wraith King is ethereal. We'll be a little careful with Karzan. No sense in getting him eaten if it can be avoided. Hopefully that harpoon thrower doesn't do something like immobilize something in an annoying way. Oh no, not Evil Slayer. Okay, so I'm going to punch this open and let the Wraith just go right here and eat that guy alive, and we'll see what he does. It doesn't look like he can swallow it, so I think I'm going to let that Wraith take the bulk of the punishment here. And it can't get around. It'll do 9 to 13 times 3, but it will not kill him. Now these guys can shoot at the Wraith and do a little extra damage, so I think I'll have the dragon go do something about that. And maybe the giant once he can move again. Really anybody with a range attack. I'm gonna try cursing them. Alright, so hopefully she'll fumble. Now, one thing I would like to do... Actually, I need to keep that... I need to keep Farron here. Because I want to try to ghoul curse one of these things, if not both of them. So I should probably start working on that. But they're going to be hard to debuff. I might just have to hope to get a little lucky. Alright, Karzan, you go right here, I think. Oh, they dispelled the curse. Ah, didn't even hardly touch him. Okay, now that his guard is down, hopefully this will be a little easier. No, his guard was down before. I think I just have to keep trying it. Okay, I got it. I got him cursed. Now, as long as he doesn't kill himself attacking the Wraith King, I kind of need to move the Wraith King or find some other way to reduce his movement points. Because I think the Wraith King will actually kill him if he attacks it again. I can't end the flyer's turn on the wall. I could send Karzan up from behind and hit it a couple times, but that would also probably kill it. I wish you could just tell your unit to not fight back, but I don't think I can. How else can I get around this? The giant's not going to be able to punch through the wall or do anything really useful at the moment. Alright, I want you to knock her out of play here. They still have Inflict Despair. Forgot that comes at that comes by default on the reanimators. Well, I think I'm just gonna go and we'll see what happens. These guys have Resurgence, but again, if I go up to it and turn it around, it's just gonna damage it and potentially kill it, so we'll, maybe I could Slayer's Doubt it. If I did that. Then it could only attack twice. Attempts to lower target enemy units' movement. That might work. I'm gonna try that. Okay. Well, actually, what I actually needed that to fail. Oh, he'll just gas breath. Okay, that solves that problem. Alright, please tell me I can get a glutton out of this. That'd be amazing. You're gonna take a hit. I just really don't want Farron to get eaten. It's a 42% chance. Should I try despairing it a bit more? I think I could with the halfling, as long as I'm sure it won't kill it. Got another despair on there. Now it's a 49% chance. I could maybe draw this out just a bit more. If I'm able to stun it, that would help. Might eat the snake if I do that, though. I don't know if I want to risk that. Did I curse it already? Is it cursed? It is cursed. Oh, these guys are vulnerable up here, so I already know what I'm doing over here, and I may as well get it done. I'm trying to think of a way I could safely draw this out without risking losing any units. I could maybe sacrifice the Exalted to use up one of his movement points. I think I'm going to trust to luck with the snake. Ah, I got lucky. Alright, he's stunned. Gives me opportunity to curse him a little more, or despair him, or whatever. And we'll save. Maybe we need to start working on the other one back there. 42% despair. Let's just stack it on this one. I just want to make sure I get one. He's got despair ×2. That did not do any more to him, unfortunately. he's a bit distracted. Understandably so. I can get a couple more shots at despairing him. Got him once more. It's at least above 50, and I think I need to go for it now. Farron will kill it. 56%. Did I get it? I think I got it. I think I saw it pop up. Alright, now Karzan, I really need you. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Orc Exalted, good luck. Actually, he probably won't even make it back because I'm going to try throwing a curse on him. He can't really move much at all now. Probably should get this Wraith out of the way. He's done a good job. I really probably should heal the poor Orc Exalted. Oh, I forgot that Ice Queen was up there. Crap, she might freeze that guy. I think it's unlikely, but... Oh wait, she won't, because she's not high enough level to do that. Alright, can we go for 2? Maybe get 2 Gluttons. That would be amazing. Can Karzan help anybody here? Not anyone that needs it. Those guys are the ones that need it right now. We'll have him sit on defense. I think everybody... Oh, hey, you kind of forgot to join the group. I think everybody can stay on defense. Ow! Okay. Giant can probably take her out. Yeah, let's get her out of the picture. Alright, that's one less unit I have to worry about. They may just come charging out at me now. Let's get you out of here. I want the Glutton, not you. I mean, I would take both if I could get it, but... if I have to make a choice, I'll take the Glutton any day. Problem is, I gotta punch through all that armor to get the Despair off on him in the first place. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. You need to come back. And I'm gonna give you some health. You hold ground, and hopefully he goes after that Wraith guy again. Hopefully he does not go through here. That's not what I want him to do. He's going through there. Okay. Well, we'll just give him a Wraith to deal with, probably. You know what? Get health. I keep talking about giving him health, and then I'm just not giving him health. Karzan, you give him health. Levels, yay. You're going to be too busy trying to inflict despair on that dang thing. You just sit there. Alright, odds of this working are pretty darn low, but maybe I'll get lucky. Nope. Can anyone else heal? Not really. Sorry, I know I'm really dragging this battle out, but... Ah, stop zigzagging back and forth. Pick a direction and stick with it. There goes all the health I just gave that guy. You know, get out of here. He's taking extra damage. Karzan's also here. Hey, Karzan, go help your friend out. Alright. Well, at least his guard is down now. Come on, Despair. Okay, I got one. That makes it the follow-up easier. But not easy enough. Yo, dude, attack me. There you go. That's what we needed. Now, I am kind of back in the same situation. I might heal this guy on this turn. He'll probably gas breath. I'm going to go ahead and give my Wraith a little extra help. I'm not really having as much success with the Ghoul Curses, or with the Inflict Despairs right now. Alright, I can afford one more turn of this. You guys are going to have more healing, so please go give it to that poor guy. Probably should back off most of these other units. If they don't need to be here. Like, that snake probably doesn't need to be here. Whoops, I was not paying attention to his health. He was much lower health than I thought. Well, I got one. All that work, but I did get one, so I feel pretty good about that. Oh, that's nice. Gluttons are pretty dang good. Alright, I'm going to bring these guys up. I can't really form everyone in the way I wanted to. But Karzan's army can actually probably adopt that Glutton. Okay, so I'm going to move... Karzan's army probably could move on to that city. Farron's army could temporarily adopt the Glutton, I think. So what I'll do is move the snake here. Move Farron's army. Oh, nuts. Who's too slow to move there? Oh, that's a mountain tile. Nuts. Okay, never mind. I think I'm just going to have to hope for the best in this situation. Move these guys up. And we'll reorder on the next turn. It doesn't look like there's anything remotely close to being able to attack this city on this turn, so I should be fine. That puts Frostmere pretty firmly under my control. Have a nice extra unit to play with. Karzan, what do we want for you? A few people have suggested a strategy of using blood armor or blood honor and sending the exalted out to die, basically, which is an interesting idea because it would give all the units in the stack plus 100. But I think he's more useful as an absorb pain for Karzan. I really would rather I think I'd rather keep it that way. Karzan may benefit from armor piercing, because I'm fighting against a Dreadnought, so I'm going to be going up against a lot of armored units, and I don't think he has it already. I'm going to double check. It does not look like I have armor piercing, so I'm going to pick that up. Inflict bleeding wounds is maybe not so useful against the Dreadnought. Probably don't need Monster Slayer, don't need Wall Climbing, don't need Giant Slayer or Dragon Slayer. Karzan could benefit from Break Control, possibly. Actually, that's very unlikely, because Karzan has Blood Brothers, and the rest of my units in this area are undead. So I don't need Break Control on Karzan. I think I sent an item to him earlier for that reason, and he does not need it. I'll pick up Blight Protection just because it's cheap, and it gets rid of that Blight weakness that he has. And I'll probably just start piling defense on him after this, hit points and stuff. He doesn't need range strength, that's for sure. Okay, city awaits its fate. I will be nice and absorb the Frostlings. I'm going to try to not ruin my relationship with everybody here. And Farron also leveled up. Excellent. I think I kind of wanted to get Necromantic Aura with him. Only works against enemy undead units, though. I don't think I'm going to run into very many of them. That might not actually be that useful. Shadow Step could be useful, though. I really like that. That can come in handy. Oh, he's got Invoke Death, too. You know, I'm going to pick up Invoke Death. I think that could come in particularly handy. The other nice one is Enfeebling Fever, which lowers unit morale and defense. I really like that. There's a few good things Farron could pick up, but I think I want Invoke Death. That gives me a very interesting tactical option that could come in handy. Alright, well, all these idiots are trying to chase down this cherub who's just zipping right over the mountains. I'm gonna have to go over the water here in a second, but that's fine. Can he reach me? Oh, that guy can actually reach me. That's too bad. Oh well. All good times must come to an end. I'm gonna leave these guys posted up here for a little longer, just until I know that event's over for sure. Where does this go? That guy is kind of close to that city there. Where is that cave entrance? Oh, it's right there. I got a lot of units coming through that area, so I don't anticipate losing that city, but I may want to keep at least one person on it. I don't think the unicorn could make it there on this turn, but no, he wouldn't be able to make it there on this turn, but in 2 turns he could. You know what, I'm going to have the cherub finish exploring some of this blackness and see what's kind of like up through here. So I have a better understanding of the caves and tunnels that are closer to me. Alright, Halfling Army is in full charge mode, going straight at the enemy, at the Halflings. What do we have here? Oh, I got my tower up. That's good news. I can build that bridge across now. Alright. Probably didn't even really need it, but I'll take it. And then you guys can catch up, and now I can see what's sitting in here. Bunch of halfling units, but nothing that would be able to... Nothing that these armies could not handle. I think they would be fine. Especially with Chaos Rift. Especially if I can time this right and kill... Oh wait, no, that's the Frostling Dreadnought. That's not... Is that the halfling? Alley Thistlewood? That is Alley Thistlewood. Okay. So, if I can time this right, I could kill the halfling's leader and then get up there and take that city and kill all those armies with Chaos Rift and not have to worry about them disjuncting it. Beacon of Faith has been cast. 14 casting points left. I will just leave that guy there. Alright. Oh yeah, and then there's these guys. Well, nuts. I would have liked to have... I mean, I can handle this, but I would have liked to have picked up another Reanimator with Farron. I wasn't thinking about this being a Necromancer circle. I thought it was a bandit camp. Anyway, this battle should be easily manageable. These are 3 tier 3s. It's going to stay closely matched because it overrates Lost Souls for whatever reason. But I'm pretty sure the Deathbringers do a bit of spirit damage, so I'm going to let the Lost Souls kind of just run against them. And they're tireless, so that is also helpful. I'm going to Shadow Step right here and go back on defense. In the meantime, take a hit, I don't care. Web that guy. You fail. Well, may as well get rid of him. Hey, just stay on defense. It'll be fine. Do not kill my spider. That would be very unfortunate. Actually, not sure if I can prevent them from killing the spider. I can't even smite. I could give it divine protection. That'd be unfortunate if I lost him. How much? It's that guy is doing the bulk of... No, it's that guy is doing the bulk of the damage. I wonder if I could use up some of its movement. Now he can only attack once. I'm going to give that spider divine protection. Oh, that's too bad. That almost worked. Well, this turned out to be a bit costlier than I had hoped. But it does get rid of that bandit camp. Quiver of razor leaves. I do not need that. I have plenty of quivers. I'll take the money. Alright, well, at least that's, you know, one less problem. Yeah, I don't have to worry about. There's an enemy city right over there that I just noticed. Okay, well, I'm at the end of my turn. Before getting off, I know this is a longer episode. I wanted to do... Oh, holy crap. That's a problem. That's a big problem. That's a big problem I can't do anything about. Okay, is there any way... Well, I've got a wall, so that at least slows down the scoundrel who has improved wall climbing. Okay, never mind. Crap. I don't have anything nearby that can help either. I maybe got the halfling army underground, but I don't want to detour them up there again, but they might have to. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I can split off a single unit. I don't know, I kind of need all hands on deck with them down here. I wonder if... Maybe with spells... the Phoenix, though, is immune to spirit damage. And I can't actually cast any spells on this turn. I think I may get my casting points back between turns. I'll tell you what, I need to wrap this episode up here anyway. So if you guys have any creative ideas for how I can get out of this little situation, let me know. I've got one priest to work with. And aside from that, I could probably, like, cancel the Siege Workshop and attempt to hurry production on any one of these units. But I don't know that it's going to matter because we're talking about a tier 4 unit, so... And I don't have the spell that's like an instant kill spell. I forget what it's called. It's one of the Destruction Magic's instant kill spells. I don't have that yet, so I don't know. That's a tough one. But yeah, that's where you guys come in. So let me know if you have any interesting ideas. Before I wrap the episode up, let's go ahead and do a little bit of maintenance, like landscaping, I guess. I'm going to want more forests around these elf cities. So let's do that. Grow some forests here. Some there. I want to leave kind of paths for my units to get through, if I can, because I don't have elf. Most of my units are not elves, so I don't want to put forests in spots that are like a problem, but that's probably okay there for now. And I can't do it on the other city because the halflings took it. I also definitely want goblin wetlands underground. This city in particular could really benefit from a lot of wetlands. So let's flood fields. Lots and lots and lots of flooding fields. I got plenty of mana, so now is the time to do it. Alright. Tigran City, I'm gonna leave the way it is. They're already really happy. Barely cheerful, but technically cheerful. And this city is actually just very happy. They could benefit from some wetlands too. So let's do that. Where's flood fields? There we go. Let's get a couple more down here. I don't want to use all my mana, just probably quite a bit of it. That's actually probably good enough to get it to where I need it to be. Alright, and I'm going to save the rest of that mana, I think. Unless you guys have any other specific ideas for terraforming. But I want to hang on to a decent chunk of it just for emergencies. So yeah, let me know what you think about this situation here, if there's any way out of that. I appreciate you guys watching, as always. I know this is a little bit longer episode, but I kind of wanted to do a longer episode this week since I haven't done any Planetfall content in a little while. Speaking of Planetfall, Joel and I will hopefully be recording on Wednesday of this week, but if that doesn't pan out, then hopefully we'll get to it on the weekend and we'll get some more videos out. Joel actually just started a new job, so he's going to be a little bit busy, a little bit busier than usual. So, but hopefully we can get that going again here pretty soon too, if you guys are waiting on that. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it, and we will see you guys in the next one.